Okay, I have this chisel done finally, and it turned out really nice. I got it decently sharp. I didn't spend a whole lot of time with it yet. And this was oak, if you're wondering, that I was cutting through. Now, I did an integral bolster chisel, and the one thing that an afterthought was is I should have made this round. I forgot, I left it square, and so it made it harder to fit up to the handle, but it worked out. It still looks nice. Now the handle is made out of hickory. I did that just with a rasp. I don't have a lathe to do that, so it's not perfect. The collar I forged out of just some brass leftover scrap stuff that I had. And I was happy with the way the overall turned out. It's forged to finish on most of it, and then obviously I ground the back and I ground the bevels in. That's why this bevel's a little bit off, is because this thing's not perfect on the spine, because I didn't grind it. But I just wanted to try to forge an integral bolster chisel, and I'm very happy with the way it turned out. Now, my one issue is that this did not meet up the way I wanted. So there's a slight gap right there at the handle. And I'm sure that if I pulled the handle back off and rotated it, I might be able to correct that. I might be able to find a sweet spot where it'll line up, because the handle's not perfect. But I am very pleased with the way it turned out. It wasn't too hard of a project. I tried out a new hammer that I just got. It's a little bit lighter than the rest of mine. And so it was, I think, a little bit easier to swing for these, to do this bolster right here. But if you need a trick that I found that helps with these bolsters like that, is to start long and work your way back towards the anvil with your cross peen. And then you'll find that sweet spot where you're right on the edge of the anvil, and you can kind of lock your elbow in and then just keep tapping right there and get that drove in. And it works out pretty nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's project. Took a little bit longer than I thought. I got a little busy over the few weeks. But the next project, I think I'm going to start a pretty big gate project for my porch. And so I don't know how often I'll be posting videos on that. I'm going to try to break it down into a few, but I don't like doing a bunch of parts on a video. So we'll see how that goes. But I appreciate you watching. I'll see you next time.